Welcome back, guys. We are in episode 2. I have a lot to show you. A lot of work has been done and a lot of progress has been made. Before we get into the cooler things, let's take a look around at some of the new stuff here. We got our new puppy. We gave him a name. Our cows have been breeding excessively. They're kind of like rabbits at this point. Let's go ahead and just feed all these guys real fast while we're passing by. I've been slaying them as needed so that I can get the bookshelves that I need to make a library for our enchanting table. Which we're going to finish that up today, and we're going to do some enchanting today because, boy, do I have a lot of enchantment books, and you'll see why. Some small progress to the house. I've been focusing on some other things. So, this hasn't been as productive as I wanted, but we will get there. As you can see, I have a lot of bookshelves, so the cows have done their job, and we are not lacking bookshelves anymore. I remember in the first episode where I barely was able to find 4. That's definitely not the case anymore. We can go overkill and kind of just make this a cute little library here. And I'll show you why I've been able to get so many bookshelves. I've been pretty busy in this world. This is not just normal villagers. Every single one of them is a zombie villager that I saved. So this guy, he has a bad trade, but I'm going to keep him just for Deathstrider 2. I can just combine those books. They're only 1 emerald per book. Now, this guy is a 2 emerald mending. We could get him down to 1, but I don't really care. So, as I've been going, I've been kind of just breaking the bookshelves here, or the lecterns here, and replacing them. That didn't work. When you break them, it usually cancels their profession. It takes a little bit to get it to go through. This guy's not going to be changed. We're going to keep him because he's a 1 emerald looting 3. So the way this works is we place the lectern. He gets a new profession. Check the trade. We do not want Deathstrider 2 for 8 emeralds. This guy over here is Deathstrider 2 for 1 emerald. So, since we don't like it, we break his lectern. He reverts back to normal. Place a new one, and he gets new trades. And we just repeat until we get what we want. So we got Silk Touch for 1 emerald, Aqua Affinity for 1 emerald, Mending for 2 emeralds, and Deathstrider for 1 emerald. If you're wondering how I got so many emeralds that I can keep going at this, I have been utilizing discounted farmer villagers. This guy over here, it was 1 emerald for, or I'm sorry, it was 1 melon for 1 emerald earlier. Now it's 2 melons for 1 emerald. I think I killed a couple villagers, which made them kind of mad at me, which increases the price here. But I've been using my brand new pumpkin and melon farm, and then using just the normal wheat and potatoes and carrots that we have to just rack up these emeralds. So, for instance, just got a good couple emeralds there. Gonna go ahead and get a couple there and a couple there. So, I mean, we don't get much every single time through, but it adds up. I've been doing this for a couple hours. You guys don't even want to know how long it's been. Oh, what are you doing? He just ran in there with a purpose. Goodbye, freak. Now, the reason I have 64 levels of experience was I've been AFKing for a while in the fish farm here, and then in the meantime I was going crazy with the quartz. I mined a lot of quartz, which ends up being a lot of levels when it plays out. So I'm gonna finish up getting the last few villagers here with the trades that I want them to have. We're gonna go ahead and buy these, and we're gonna buy one of those. And then how I got so many bookshelves was I was trading some of these emeralds with the librarians, 1 emerald for 1 bookshelf. Let's see if we can see here. So there we go, 1 emerald for 3 bookshelves. I was using that trade for a lot of the first couple hours there. Now I may end up making a tutorial on how I got all this to work. The short version is you make a small villager breeder. I made mine in these iron bars, so that would be an easy crossover, because if you didn't know, iron bars and beds allow the villagers to turn from zombie villagers to villagers quicker. When you throw potion of weaknesses and then feed them a golden apple, it's 2 to 5 minutes, and having iron bars and beds in all of their cages allowed it to be a much faster process. So anyway, I made a cage of iron bars across there, and then all the way around and right here, and enclosed the villagers in here and just bred them until I had probably 20 of them, maybe 30. It was quite a bit. And then I waited for night, and I just let a couple zombies in, and they just started attacking the poor villagers here, and some of them died and some of them were able to turn into zombie villagers. From there I killed the normal zombies. I lured each one into a cell as zombies, and then I threw the potion on each one and fed them their apples. I'll probably throw in a couple clips of how that looked. I don't think I was able to record the battle royale of zombies and luring them into each cell. I don't think my recording software actually was able to save it. I reached a memory error. And I'm still flushing all that stuff out. I'm learning how to use this stuff as we go. So we'll probably have several errors like that. But I will just continue getting the villagers that we want and the trades that we want, and I will see you guys very soon. Ooh, wandering trader, huh? Very interesting. I don't want anything that he has, though. Boring. Mending for 4. We already have mending, so we're good. Right now I'm looking for unbreaking or efficiency. Protection 4. That's expensive. Leave your llama here. This is my llama now. If you're gonna just leave your llama, this is my llama. You're not getting him back now. Okay, let's go for unbreaking now. Alright, let's check this guy again. I think he was Fortune. Cool, we got Fortune 3. And we got a... That's our looting guy. And Silk Touch. He's got Power 4 added on to his Depth Strider. And there's an Unbreaking 2. So at least we got our Unbreaking, but not exactly what I wanted. But we'll just go ahead and keep it. I need Unbreaking more than anything right now. We are going to enchant our pickaxe first. No, I don't want Silk Touch. So we're going to put Fortune on it. Fortune, Efficiency, Unbreaking, and Mending. Those are the two that we want. I'm gonna have to go ahead and do some trading to get the Unbreaking book, and then let's go ahead and make a looting book. This will help us get Ender Pearls so we can get into the end sooner. I'm gonna have to work on finding sharpness, or I'll just enchant a book for that. But we're pretty well off right now. I legitimately think by trapping the Wandering Trader's llama, I have broke the Wandering Trader, and he doesn't know what to do. He has just been here non-stop, unable to do anything. But here he will stay, because I'm not going to give him back his llama. Alright, while we wait for the villagers that are trying to revert back to normal, we are going to go mining. Well, I was on my way to the mine and I encountered these lovely fellows. I'm really happy they added the zombie raids back. We really needed them. They add a small challenge to defending a village, and we really needed that again. Obviously raids themselves are challenging, but these smaller raids are a great mix of just a weak monster and a lot of them. Thank you, Iron Golem. Couldn't have done it without you. Alright, we're back to mining now. Okay, we're gonna grab some wood so that we can design our mine while we dig. We don't need too much, but it's going to be majority wood, and then once the framework is laid, we're going to go ahead and do some nice floor work. Okay, we are at the bottom of the mine. This is the basis of what's going to be happening down here. I really do like this design. And then once we finish this up, we're going to do separate branches in every direction. And then we're going to mine out the floor here and do kind of a randomly cobbled path that will also have maybe some andesite, some gravel. So we'll make it nice and pretty. But for now, we're going to leave it as is. Okay, I'm gonna get a little bit more done and we'll be back in a minute. here we are with the mostly finished stage 2 of the mine. We're gonna go ahead and work on another project and get episode 3 started. I think this is a good finishing point for episode 2. So we're gonna go ahead and end here, and we're gonna start working towards getting to the end and getting a wither killed for a beacon. And that will all be in episode 3, but I think we have a good basis for our mine, and I think we're ready to go ahead and go surface side and work on our next projects for now. We will be back down here very soon to continue working on what we got. Alright, that's all for episode 2. Thank you for tuning in. Please like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in episode 3.